Hi everybody, can you guess who it is? It's Morah Kim again! Hi everybody, who can tell me what day it is today? I know what day it is, do you? Today is Wednesday. And who can tell me what date it is? If yesterday was Tuesday, March 17th, 2020, what's today? That's right, guys. Today is Wednesday, March 18th, 2020. You guys are the smartest kids I've ever met in my life. Well, today we're going to do a fun science experiment. And yes, you got me again to do the science experiment today. Woohoo! And I hope you all enjoyed the dancing raisins yesterday. This time is going to be a fun one too. So we're going to use 3 different liquids, and we're going to see if they're lighter than one another or heavier than one another. So we're going to start out today with syrup, just regular syrup, some food coloring and water. I would use a lighter color because if you don't, then you won't be able to see your objects drop. You need a regular spoon. It helps to pour in the syrup, they say. You're gonna need some vegetable oil or olive oil, and you're gonna need a clear glass so that you can see how everything goes. So first we're gonna pour in this syrup. Probably fill it till about a quarter of the way. It's a little bit sticky, so maybe ask mom and dad for help so that you don't get it everywhere. The next thing we're gonna do is put some oil in. Now again, depending on what size bottle you're using, it could be a little heavy, so you might want to ask mommy or daddy to hold the container while you're pouring it in as well. So try to pour in as much oil as you poured in syrup. And then we'll check to see which one was lighter and which one was heavier. Wow, look at that, guys. As you can see, our syrup was heavier than our oil because our syrup is on the bottom of our oil. Now we're going to put in our colored water and let's see where that ends up. Look at all those bubbles. You know what that's telling me? That's telling me that the oil is lighter than the water and the syrup because it's floated to the top. And if you look, you can see a bunch of little bubbles that are slightly tinted the color that you've used for your water. I'm gonna feel it just to make sure that it's oil. Yep, it's oil. It's very, very slippery, not like water. So I've chosen a couple of things from my kitchen that I'm going to use to see if they sink all the way to the bottom or if they float somewhere in the middle. I've chosen raw macaroni, carrots, the baby carrots, like this. Here's the macaroni I'm using. I've chosen grapes. I've chosen little bitty marshmallows. And I've chosen a dog treat. So we're gonna put one of each of those into our 3 layers and see where it falls. First thing we're gonna use is our macaroni. It looks like our macaroni has landed on the syrup. This means that the macaroni is heavier than the water and the oil, but lighter than the syrup because it's sitting right on the syrup. Now let's try a carrot. Oh. Oh. Where's it gonna land? It kind of stood up there. Did you see that? I'm gonna turn it so you guys can see. The carrot is laying right by the macaroni, which means it's heavier than the water in the oil, but it's lighter than the syrup. Let's take a grape. What do you think is going to happen with the grape, guys? Where do you think it's going to fall? We'll have to put it in to see. Wow, it's in the same spot. Look at that. That means a grape is heavier than the water and the oil, but lighter than the syrup again. Wow. All right, now we're going to use this little food dog treat. See what it looks like? Oh! Look where that is. Wow, it's floating at the very, very top of the oil, which means it's lighter than all three of them. It's lighter than the syrup, lighter than the water, and lighter than the oil. The last one we're going to use is the itty bitty marshmallow. Where do you guys think this is going to land? Let's put it in to find out. Oh, I kind of knew about that before I put it in. It weighs so little that you really know that it's not going to go all the way down to the bottom. The marshmallow is also very light, and it stays at the very top, which means it's lighter than the oil, the water, and the syrup. So basically what we found out is that syrup is at the bottom because it's heaviest, then the water, then the oil. And then we found out that the grape, the macaroni, and the carrot, they all sit below the oil and the water because they're heavier than the oil and the water. And finally, the dog treat and the itty bitty marshmallow are sitting on top of everything because they're lighter than everything that we've put in here. Well, that's it for today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this science experiment. I'm sure I'll see you real soon. I miss you all so much, and I hope that you're enjoying all of our videos. Bye. Happy Wednesday.